Hey y'all. Okay, so I'm going to give you some updates today. I know in the last video I said that there was a Y'all Are Getting Dumped Part 2, which was supposed to be all the footage left from my Georgia, North Carolina Part 1 of this hike pre-COVID. And unfortunately, I am unable to find a lot of that footage and those pictures. Super sad. I'm sure they're probably somewhere out there in Cyberland, but right now I'm unable to find them. So cross your fingers for me that I do, because those are some really good memories I don't want to lose. And I wanted to share with you guys. First off, sorry I'm squinting. It's like super bright out here today for some reason. Let me move this around. Sorry, yeah, I guess that's not much better. Anywho, okay, so update on the current status of things. I am in somewhere, Pennsylvania, and I will be actually finishing Pennsylvania and out of Pennsylvania in a few days, less than a week. So that's super exciting. I'm guessing it's going to take me maybe probably 4, maybe 5 days, depending on the weather. I think we are expecting 7 days straight of thunderstorms and rain, so that could slow me down some. But otherwise, I just want to get with you guys, give you a little update on where we are, what's going on, and just tell you a little about how things are going so far. West Virginia was normal. I've already done most of West Virginia, actually I think all of West Virginia, the AT, so that was no big deal. Got to Maryland. Maryland was actually really pretty. It was kind of a warm-up, I think, for Pennsylvania, because there were a few rocks, but they weren't like Pennsylvania rocks. If you've never seen the boulders in Pennsylvania, I can't even begin to explain to you what they're like. They're huge, the size of small cars. Some of them, seriously, I'm not really kidding, I'm serious. And it is technical. It's very tough. But I want to caveat that with the fact that it is absolutely beautiful. I never realized the beauty in Pennsylvania. It is a gorgeous state. There's so much more to it than Philly and Pittsburgh. You know, I mean, I live fairly close to Pittsburgh, and so we go there a lot. It's actually, like the airport that we use and that kind of thing. Once I got out here in more of the farmland and the rolling hills and even the boulders. I mean, even the boulders are pretty. It's just a very, very pretty area. So I know it gets a bad rep from most hikers because it's just so rocky and so tough, which it is. Don't get me wrong. It is really tough. If it's not the big boulders that you're scrambling over on your hands, all fours kind of, and sliding down on your butt so you don't fall off. If it's not that, it's little tiny rocks that are turned sideways with jabby edges that just destroy your feet. I did retire my first pair of shoes here. They had, I don't know, probably 400 or 500 miles on them. And they, don't get me wrong, they're still good shoes for something other than hiking this terrain. There was not enough left. So I do have a new pair of shoes. That was super exciting. So that now I'm not as scared to slide down the mountain. And so a little bit of update on what's going on. I know that in my video I talked a little bit about that I was having, on part 2, coming back out here, that I had a tramily. And I did, and they're fantastic. I still consider them family. There were quite a few of us, and a few people have had to go home due to injuries. One had to go home for personal reasons, some business things to take care of. Another one has moved on with another, well, actually by himself, and I think he may have founded a tramily, and he was super sweet. I call him a kid because he's the same age as my kids. And there are 4 of us out of the original family still out here. We are mostly solo now, keeping in touch, but we are a little bit different, spread out throughout this part of Pennsylvania. We have one couple who's together that are still out here and doing great, and then we have one other lady who is also trucking along, doing really well. I did some really tough stuff a couple days ago. I did the knife edge. and bake oven and bear rock. And they were challenging. Knife edge was pretty cool. If you haven't seen that, maybe, kind of Google it and check out what it is. But it was one of those things that when you're doing it, it's like, oh my gosh, this is absolutely horrible. This is so challenging. This is so hard. And then when you get finished, you're like, wow, that was really fun. So I think that's been my experience mostly with Pennsylvania so far, is that it's been really tough and there's been a lot of moments that were really challenging, but it's been really fun. And so anywho, we made it through West Virginia, Maryland. Like I said, I'm almost finished with Pennsylvania, and that means I'll be moving to New Jersey. Apparently, New Jersey carries some of the rocks over from Pennsylvania in the beginning. So if you think that you're away from the rocks, you're not. And so that'll be fun. But anyway, so I just want to give you an update. And like I said, I unfortunately don't have part 2 of the Georgia, North Carolina videos. And I'm really sad about that. But we're going to go ahead and go with this instead. And we'll start, doing some videos from here on out on this part 2 of the thru hike. I did do a couple little videos that I'll try to throw in here, but for the most part, when I was out with the family, I really didn't do a lot of video. Number one, we were really trying to log some miles, and when you're a bigger group like this, it's kind of tough trying to stay together and trying to get everyone's hiking pace, somewhere close to each other. So I didn't have a lot of time for video, and honestly, I was having a lot of fun. It was, I'm a solo hiker, and so for me, it was kind of an interesting dynamic to have people to talk to and during the day while you hike, and then sit around camp and stop and eat lunch. And, so that was kind of cool, and I think I kind of just was selfish and wanted to keep that for myself, not necessarily in the video. But yeah, so going forward, we're back to me ramblings from the trail, and I will be doing more videos. So I also wanted to give a shout out to Campfire Confidential, Granger and Slider, who I met. They have been a YouTube channel that I have watched for a long time, and I actually ran into them on trail. It was super exciting for me. I was like total fangirl, and she did some video with her and I. Unfortunately, I didn't think fast enough to do that, so I could feature her on my channel. But I am on theirs in a video with them, and I was so super excited to meet them. Sweet people, and just amazing. Especially that I totally fangirled over them and was like, oh my gosh. So it was kind of funny. Let's see what else. We've had some amazing trail magic. When I was in Georgia and North Carolina, I didn't get a lot of trail magic because, like I said, it was at the, sorry, my glasses are falling out. It was at the beginning of the COVID situation. So really no one was out doing trail magic. Nobody knew what was going on, so they weren't doing it. Since we've been on part 2, we've had pizza from a trail angel. We had some fruit and some, oh my goodness, they were pretzel wrapped hot dogs made from an Amish store, and they were fresh, like still warm. Oh, those were so good. Thank you, Soggy, if you're watching this. So much appreciated. And we also had, like I said, some pizza. We had a trail angel couple who took us, all 7 of us when we were traveling at the time, into their home, and they did all of our laundry. 7 and a dog, because we did have a dog too with us. So all the laundry, they cooked us a fantastic huge meal. Had ice cream, soda, beer, cheese, fruit, crackers. It was amazing. And I mean, it really brought a few of us to tears, just how amazing these people were to do this for us. They didn't know us from Adam, and they took us into their home overnight, gave us all places to sleep, showers, laundry. It was absolutely amazing. Tom and Kathy, I don't know if you guys are watching, but love to you. You guys were just fantastic, and you will always be very special to me. And we've just, it's been great. We've had a really good time, and probably the last 4 or 5 days, I've been back to being a solo hiker. I did do a little bit of a Facebook Live video, so that was kind of the first step back into these videos since I've been solo again. Like I said, I will be out of Pennsylvania in a few days, and actually the miles are down to smaller double digits, and that's exciting. Usually I delay these videos. I'm probably going to put this out today just because I do not have any other content right now that I've been putting out. But So yeah, I'm not going to say exactly where I am, but I am somewhere in Pennsylvania, near New Jersey. Um, but yeah, so anyway, that's what I wanted to do. I'm going to throw some pictures in here, some still pictures. Like I said, I don't have a lot of video yet, so mostly this is like a, I don't know, fireside chat with me. And actually, it's kind of funny because there's a fire pit in front of me. I'm at this beautiful hotel. 0 day. It's fantastic. The weather is getting crazy. It was 90, 92 yesterday. Humidity was like crazy. It stormed last night. Some of you that know me personally, or on my Facebook or my Instagram, I have a van that I've converted, and it's not a live-in van, but it's a van that I've converted that I can travel in, self-contained. And so I spent the night last night in my van. My husband drove up to visit, and so yeah, that was great. Kind of missed my Myrtle van. And so yeah, and then today we're doing a day here at the hotel. I did hike yesterday, and today I'm taking a down day. I needed a shower really bad. And yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm gonna go ahead and probably stop talking now because I ramble, and I know you guys already know that if you watch my videos. But I just wanted to say thank you for sticking around. Those of you that are still here, part 2 of this journey has been amazing so far. It is so beautiful out here. Summer is kicking in though. Like I said, 92 yesterday, I think 90 today, 60% humidity. Today wasn't nearly as bad. And I'm looking at like 7 days straight of thunderstorms coming up. Yay. Wet tent. So exciting. But that's part of the game, right? No rain, no pain, no Maine. And we're going to make it to Maine, and we're going to have fun. And I'm just hoping that the latest news that I've seen is that Maine is doing a 2-week quarantine to anyone coming into the state, unless you can prove that you have a negative COVID test, like from your home state. So, but Baxter State Park is opening July 1st, which is fantastic news. That was really kind of nerve-wracking for all of us, is to know if we were going to be able to even get our permits and get into Baxter State Park to climb Katahdin. And apparently now, July 1st, they are opening, and we just have to see what goes on with the COVID restrictions. Things are a lot more lax than they were here in Pennsylvania. They still require masks when you go into businesses, and in common areas like at hotels, but it's much better. Things are opening back up. They're almost in green phase, the girl here told me, so that's good. But anyway, I just want to say hi. Miss you guys. Sorry I haven't done videos. I kind of missed it, actually. It's pretty fun to talk to y'all. Love you to my friends and family back home. Miss you guys. So yeah, that's where we're at. Like I said, I'm gonna throw some pictures in here, and hopefully you can see a little bit of so far what my journey has been like. And things are gonna change up a little bit. So like I said, no more Tramily, and not with me anyway. Still love my Tramily. We've had so much fun, and but yeah, I'm going back to solo, and I'm okay with that. I miss my solo hiking. It's always kind of been the way I've done it, and I think it'll be nice to get back to it. I wanted to say, I have met a ton of thru hikers, and I'm gonna say there's a few of us like myself that are flip-floppers, or that had to get off trail and have now gotten back on where they had gotten off trail. But there are also a shocking number of thru hikers who did not get off trail and have made it through all the areas that were so locked down and that were closed, and the Smokies and the Shenandoahs, and they're still out here and going strong. And I think I kind of, starting when I did from Harper's Ferry as a flip-flopper, I kind of merged into their bubble, because they had all started in Georgia, around the same time I had, and they've made it this far in the amount of time that I was unfortunately at home. So now I'm in amongst a lot of thru hikers who have been on trail the whole time, and it's really nice to talk to them and see them and know that there are people that were still out here and they were still doing the right thing. And so anyway, okay, I think that's about it for right now. These are going to be kind of more on the fly videos than they were but I'll try to, do the best I can to edit some stuff in here. And I know, like I said, this one is not anything exciting really. It's me sitting outside of a hotel and just chatting with you. But I'm going to throw some pictures in at the end here, and they're pretty cool. So you can see how our journey has been so far. And that's about it for today. I will get back to y'all and let you know, how things are going, and when I'm through Pennsylvania, Rocksylvania, and show you some of what's coming up on the trail in the next couple days. So, but now I'm going to go and spend some time with my hubby, who was nice enough to come visit me and actually bring me all kinds of good stuff and drive me around and bring me to the hotel, let me get a shower, and it was actually pretty funny. I'm going to give him a big shout out, and I just love him to death. The day that I hiked while he was here, he actually hiked in a couple miles from where he was going to pick me up when I got off trail, because I slack packed, which, by the way, I don't know if you don't know what that is. It's basically, instead of carrying my big pack with everything that I normally would carry, I carried a little day pack with just some water, snacks, etc. So it was fantastic to get some miles without all the weight of my big pack. So anyway, he hiked in a couple miles and met me and brought me a picnic lunch, and it was super sweet. I had no idea. It was a surprise. And I actually have a rechargeable USB fan that I keep in my van, and it was pretty funny because he brought the fan with him with my picnic lunch, and so I'm sitting at a campsite in the middle of the woods in Pennsylvania, and I have, a picnic lunch and a fan. It was so hot that it was fantastic. I clipped the fan to a tree and enjoyed a nice breeze while I ate my lunch, and so that was pretty cool. He's pretty sweet. So anyway, okay guys, well, I'm gonna let you go for now, and I'm gonna go inside and get this video edited up so I can put it up for you. Like I said, nothing fancy right now, just some chit chat and some pictures I'm gonna throw up at the end here. And so that's it. We're in Pennsylvania, and we're moving on and going north, and things are good. And thanks for sticking around. I hope everyone's having a beautiful day. I know there's been some crazy weather going on, a lot of storms and stuff across the country, and I hope everyone's safe. And I'm not even going to get into the things going on out in the world right now. Not even going to touch that. That's a whole nother video. But either way, everybody stay safe. Be kind to each other. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to be kind. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.